Who's next? Is it Hugo? For fuck's sake, it's Hugo. Without him here, I'm free to search it. Oh, he's not here? Oh, that should make things quick and easy. There's a book here. There's a note on the floor.
Oh.
Inside Hugo's notebook, a hasty scribble regarding a meeting with who I assume Ernesto. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Nope. I like how I'm not bothering the clock and fireplace anymore.
Oh.
It seems he's been attempting to write a speech of some kind, unsuccessfully though. I wonder, does this fit a pattern of behaviour with Hugo? You underestimate the power of man's defiance. You are in a position to bring all this to an end. All we ask is what we deserve. If you do not retract your men, they will be met with equal force, too forceful. Your weapons may beat your bodies, but they will not bruise our heart spirits. These are the men that have built our great nation, country, and will continue to. Money will not save your soul. Okay. Oh, is that at the window? Oh, there's a photograph here. With so many siblings, it must have been difficult for Hugo to get attention. That is actually quite a few. There he is in the top right. Oh, I can't actually look at the fireplace. Well, I'll look at the clock since I'm here so we can say we looked everywhere. And before we go any further, we got a tuning. Here we go. Scratch paper.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
In Jackie's opinion, she doesn't value Hugo's particularly highly. Would he collaborate with anyone else, I wonder? Okay, so far we're ruling out quite a few guests. To the next one. The business-minded Monsieur de Silva's room. He is present, but I must begin my search. So we're not actually going to speak to him. Alright. It's quite a tidy room. Don't mind me, I'm just going to snoop around because apparently we've got nothing to say to you. This is the first time we've seen all the guests. I've not seen a lot of stuff in here. Not at all. Can we speak to you at all? Is there anything to talk about?
Monsieur de Silva, I am sure you understand the necessity for this type of search.
Not really, Detective. Your speech was rather spirited, but it did not give me much faith in your investigation.
Really?
I have not had my abilities questioned to my face by one of those I suspect of a crime before.
Can't say that. Can't say that at all.
Well, if you wish to prove me wrong, you should hurry up and find Felix's killer.
Don't worry, give us time.
And I hope, with your help, monsieur, I shall.
Ah, so we can talk to him, okay. Yeah, Cassandra spoke of your work with her husband.
Yes, I helped him invest some money. Unfortunately, he was not the businessman he thought he was.
Madame Vandenbosch had a very similar view. At least he could have taken solace that you are both in the same position.
I think you're confused, Detective. It was Edwin that lost his fortune, not I.
Forgive my naivete. If you were helping him make viable investments, would you not have seen the same opportunity for yourself?
I told him about the opportunities. I did not tell him to put his whole family's wealth into it. The prospect of doing good meant more to him than his profit margins. He was bound to fail.
So he just pretty much put all the money to try and help people and failed horribly.
The business declared bankruptcy.
It did, until it was purchased for a fraction of its worth and made the new owner a small fortune.
I'm beginning to see the Silva's more ruthless side. It sounds as though the Viscount was trying to at least make a positive change, but perhaps he was missing the Silva's cutthroat edge. Yeah, the Viscount just went guns blazing in and lost all his money. And then stuff happened. About what we spoke about last night regarding Cassandra.
Everything that I want to say on that matter has already been said.
I understand,
Yes?
monsieur. But what I would like to know is, was the late Viscount aware of your feelings towards his wife?
Oh, anyone for that matter?
Excuse me, detective, but you have crossed the line.
What?
Cross the line like an attempt to bankrupt a business partner and friend so that you'll be able to swoop in and impress a certain target of your affections.
Oh wow. We're just gonna go guns blazing in ourselves.
You make such ridiculous accusations without a shred of proof.
I mean, I'm with him here. We've got no proof to even think about that.
Your reaction at the mere suggestion is proof enough, monsieur. While I cannot arrest you for betrayal of a friend, I can hope your conscience does not forget, and that will be punishment enough.
Okay, that's true. Poe's way too smart. I wouldn't even think of that. His actions are not criminal offence, but if there was a penalty for deception and deceit, he would surely receive a life sentence. Damn. If he has gone to such lengths before, what would stop him from committing a similar act again? This time to the Major. Oh. Okay, I honestly didn't even think anything of this. Oh wow. I know you have worked with the Major. What do you know of his finances?
He didn't have much to speak of. I was always surprised at the life he lived.
I like how we can just chat normally after that heated part.
Surprised in what way?
Well, considering it wasn't that long ago he came to me asking about work, I didn't think he was in such good financial shape.
You offered him a position.
Nothing that he was willing to lower himself to. That's when he began talking about what else he could do for me.
Oh? So he worked security for your factories?
If you can call what him and his team did security. For the money I paid, I did not expect them to be so reckless.
It was a considerable amount you paid him?
There's no need to divulge amounts, but it was certainly more than was expected.
One would expect business of the Silva's caliber to have agreed to a price for the Major's services. Why would he allow the Major to barter more? That is a very good point.
He said they were all professionals, but I saw nothing of the sort. He said he had worked with them all in the army as their superior officer. They were men that could be trusted.
But that was not the case?
I had not even met them before they arrived on site. They brought their own equipment. They looked like they knew what they were doing.
And this equipment, it included the weapons that injured and killed the workers?
It was not much of a choice, detective. I said they didn't need them, but Felix said it was essential. He said he knew better.
The more he talks, the shadier his dealings with the Major become. It's beginning to sound as though the Wyatts were no accident. I've only just noticed again that Fluffy's not in the room. Damn, I'm not observant at all with Fluffy. Did the Major plan the Wyatts to
That is all for now.
Maybe the Major knows that the Silva likes Cassandra, and so those two have got a heated thing going on. Oh, now we can look around the room. A letter stating the blackmailer would reveal information of his questionable business dealings. Oh? Oh, the Silva was being blackmailed as well. Hold on, I got a cough. Right, mute myself, and that was so shocking I had to cough. At first you may question the nature of this letter, but by its conclusion you will know that what you have fought so hard to keep hidden could be far from it. You have spent years feeding off of the hard-working backs of others and offering nothing in return. Your workers continue to take their lives into their own hands, day after day, with your shoddy, damaged and dangerous machines for a fraction of what they deserve. Deal after deal is made, and while your pockets become fatter, lining them with more of your blood money, it is your workers that must pay the price. The mistreatment and pain you have caused does not only reside in the factories that you own, but the house that you live in. You do not value the lives of those that allow you to live the opulent life that you do, and I will not allow that to continue. I can no longer sit back and watch as you disregard any sense of integrity or morality and continue to remain on your self-made pedestal, lording over those that deserve so much more. It is time you paid the price for your crimes, and the cost of 5,000 francs is a small price to pay for my silence, for if I do not receive it before Friday, it will not be the cash you're paying, but rather years behind bars. Oh. Bring the money in a small brown paper parcel addressed to Monsieur Cordelia to the post office on Rue des Entrepots. Give it to the cashier and leave. If you do as requested, you will not hear from me again, and you may continue your life of luxury. It is obvious you do not value others' lives, but I urge you to consider what yours is worth. So he was being blackmailed as well by the same person. That is certainly something I was not expecting.
Aha.
Who else is being blackmailed? Is everyone being blackmailed in one way or another? Let's not speak to him just yet. A contract for a partnership between Ernesto and Hugo. It's missing Hugo's signature. Okay. Travel 1. This agreement is governed by the laws of the Kingdom of Belgium. Both parties agree to the following. Current workers' strike shall cease in all manners and forms. Factory 4 machine operators and the supervisors shall return to their positions immediately. Terms of the above contract shall be implemented and with relevant action taken directly. Signed, Ernesto da Silva and Hugo Beckers. Why would Hugo sign this? As in, like, what's the benefit of Hugo and the workers agreeing to this? I don't see why they would. Oh, hell. I didn't even notice that. Oh, where's a sharp letter opener? Almost brand new. Lies discarded on the floor. That looks so sharp. Okay.
What is it now, detective?
You have become very sus all of a sudden. Right, before we push him, let's talk about the other stuff. Were you expecting some correspondence this weekend?
Excuse me? Detective, I think you are beginning to lose your mind.
I do not think it is unreasonable to question why you would feel the need to bring a letter opener with you.
Really, detective? If I had stabbed a man with it, do you really think I would have left it lying out in my room?
I mean, you're right, but at the same time, you could be throwing me off. He's correct. It was a stretch to believe someone would be so careless. The murder weapon remains somewhere in the house, though. So I guess it's not that. You invited Hugo so that you two might sit down and find common ground?
Yes, and no one asked him to.
But surely it is beneficial to both parties. Your profits must have been affected.
There are barely any profits to speak of.
Why have those talks not taken place and a deal arranged?
Monsieur Beckers has made no attempt to speak with me and offered no counter-offer. The ball is in his court, detective.
Interesting. Where is he anyway? He wasn't in his room. And treatment of his staff that is in question. It sounds as though he's at least trying to resolve the issue. Surprising, unlike somebody else, aka the union leader. This is so interestingly weird. And now let's push on why he hid the letter. I'm guessing the blackmail letter?
I have spoken of a potential blackmail ring, and yet you still kept your letter to yourself.
It is none of your business, and it is nothing more than a cheap trick to have me admit something that is not true.
If that were the case, it would be strange for you to have kept the letter and brought it with you, would it not?
Your persistence is a trait I do not enjoy.
But you know I'm right. He's remained blunt, if not curt, with his responses to my questions. Perhaps it would be best out in a courteous and emphatic manner, so that he may be more forthcoming with the truth of his blackmail. So we go straight forward then. There must be a reason you thought justified hiding it. You did not have to enjoy it, monsieur, but you must answer to it. Guess the top one.
No reason,
Yeah.
Detective. Merely saving you from wasting your time.
Yet somehow we're having this conversation.
I will be the judge of that. I would like to know about any and all evidence that may help my investigation. I trust there is nothing else you deem a waste of my time.
Of course not, officer. It's not as though you think I'm harboring some illicit secret. The letter was a pathetic attempt to intimidate me. Nothing more.
Do you have to do as maiden while your pockets become fatter, loading them with more of your blood money? Bottom one? Yeah!
I have never heard so much rubbish in all my life. I value those that work hard and deserve it.
I mean, he is trying to make a deal with the union leader, so there's that. Although the fact the union have to form in the first place is bad, that it had to go. And then there was a riot. Although from the sounds of it, it looks like somebody wanted that riot to happen. aka the Major.
That suggests there are some that you do not respect.
Yes, well, why should I praise someone for doing a poor job? You make me sound like some monster.
But that sounds like there's a lot of people that were protesting.
Monsieur, the letter does not only discuss your questionable business dealings, but also cases of abuse against your staff, both accusations that must be taken very seriously.
Oh, he's angry.
Detective, there is a difference between telling a member of my staff what to do and abuse.
I mean, that's true, but how do we know which one's actually true right now?
And it is you that decides where that line is drawn?
In my house? Yes, it is.
In that case, you could fucking make that line so fucking far away that you could do anything you want and not say it's abuse when it could be easy abuse. He does not like being pressed on the subject of how he treats his staff. If he had nothing to hide, there should be no need for such a reaction. Do you know which staff member may have expressed abuse?
Please stop calling it that. I treat all my servants exactly how I always have, and no one has complained before.
Okay. I mean, we do know that there is a young maid that works for him through Margaret's. And she visits as much as she can and has not heard of any issues, so there's that.
That does not mean your behavior is appropriate.
But that could also be that same maid that could be bringing all these rumors.
They have one chance. If they are not doing the job they are hired to do, they are gone. You would be surprised how many staff expect an easy ride.
I did not expect him to treat staff the same as his friends, but also did not expect him to treat them like stray dogs.
Is there a specific member of staff that may have expected such a ride?
There is one girl, a new maid.
Aha,
I didn't
here it is.
expect great things from her, but Comtesse de Vos promised me she could do what was required.
Right. That must be the young girl that the commentator spoke of. That's the one I just mentioned. Perhaps the position she's finding for these girls aren't the best fit. Oh, maybe she's just trying to get her into any job she can.
That is all for now.
So pretty much like an agency. Anything else? Hey, chain links 2. Alright.
I must
I didn't think that'd work at all. Right. Well, this is clearly going to be something from his.
Come, my little girl.
Okay, so nothing to do with Hugo. Oh, here we go.
Order and
No?
method.
Really? Oh? Jackie unlikely to cooperate with Hugo? Hugo's notebook. Oh, right. Ernesto, right.
Magnifique.
So, I'm guessing this is something I could have done earlier. Hugo and Ernesto confirm each other's alibis. It's possible that they may have colluded to murder the Major. Can I find anything to support this? Well, yeah, actually, there's this.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
I'm doubtful this deal would cooperate. Would Ernesto deal with another member of the house? Perhaps someone who never confirmed his alibi? Oh.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
He doesn't strike me as the sort of person that would ask for help, no matter how important. May have asked Marge for help. Oh yeah, so the maid didn't get fired. Oh. That could be something.
The pieces of the puzzle.
Marge is making her Shuttlegoose do her dirty work, finding dirt on members of the social elite. Oh. So perhaps... So is Marge doing the blackmail? Because she's making the girls work for these people. Like Inge is working at this household, and she could probably easily find out information. So does that make Marge the blackmailer, and then she has a load of accomplishments? Why can I not speak? And then maybe Ernesto made a deal with Hugo and Marge to kill the Major, because Ernesto could fire the maid and that would lose Marge her fit. Oh. That could be
What
something.
is it?
Did you speak with the Comtesse directly about hiring herself from the shelter?
She approached me. I thought it was rather brash.
In what way?
Assuming that I would want to take on another servant, and one from such a troubled background. She is running the charity, not I.
Well, sure, there was something you're keeping from me. Your business relationship with the Major was obviously towing the line of legality.
When he came to me, I told him that with the factories on strike and my profits pouring down the drain, I had nothing for him. But he said he could help me get them all back to work and the factories earning.
Pretty much, Marge has got all these maids, all these humble servants for each family, and they snoop around and find information out and then tell Marge about it, because Marge visits each one every so often. And then Marge is the one that blackmails them. Yeah, don't reply. And it may actually work.
His rates were steep, but he said he knew what needed to be done, and he was prepared to do it. A week passed and they were all still on strike. In fact, even more had joined them.
Wow, you believed him.
He made excuse after excuse, demanding more and more money for the job to be done. But he never actually told me what he was going to do.
So why did you trust him?
The riots.
I had no idea they were going to charge them like that. How was I meant to know?
I don't feel bad for him in this way, like...
And even following such a tragedy, he continued to demand money from you.
Did he?
He said if he wanted my silence, it would cost. Do you have any idea what it could do to my livelihood, my name? If it got out that I had paid the so-called security that did that.
Wait, he blackmailed you?
I have every idea, monsieur. You hired a militia to take action against your own workers. You deserve whatever name is chosen for being so morally bereft in your decision-making.
But the face, he hired the Major to be security. I don't think he knew that the Major was going to be a scumbag and kill people?
I didn't know that was what he was going to do. You must believe me.
I actually do believe him.
I have to believe nothing but the truth. And the truth, monsieur, is that it is not only the Major that has the blood of those men on his hands.
That is also true. Like, he's not... I'm not saying he's innocent. Because obviously he hired the Major when he shouldn't have hired the Major. He knew the Major was sketchy.
That is all for now.
Let's just say he didn't handle the situation well. Hold on. We're saying... If I'm saying Margie's the blackmailer, she also had access to the body.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Oh hey, 125 deductions. Marge may know more than she's letting on if she's had an inside link with the staff at the house. I've found no clear evidence of the guests working together in any capacity. What has become clear is the Comtess' connection to the staff. Could there be something more to the relationship? I was thinking of ending it soon, but I'm actually getting really into it. And I think we're slowly getting to uncover more stuff. But I've been streaming for nearly 4 hours. And my throat is starting to go from all the talking. But I don't think I'm that far off. But I could be wrong, because it's a mystery game. You could actually go, we're so close, and yet find out there's another 5 hours to go or something like that. So I don't know how much more I've got left to go through. But I am very curious. I don't know if I should stop here or not. I honestly don't. I know. I'm making the finding the RPG much easier. Oh my, okay. Like, I should stop, but at the same time, I'm so into it, I must know what's gonna happen. Inge, I suspected you from quite a long while ago. Like, from quite a while ago. And it's now come to me that you actually are.
She helped me at the shelter, and with this job.
That I am already aware of. What I am not is what else she tasked you with.
Pardon, detective?
I know that your position as a servant in this house is not your only job. What did Comtesse de Vos ask you to do while in this house?
She said I had to do what she asked, or I would be back on the street. I didn't want to do it. If anyone found out, I would be the prime suspect.
Oh? What she did tell you to do? Yeah, Cassandra would have been made aware of Inge's past, and she's worried that they would accuse her. What else asked of her must be related to her past life as a thief? Who did Cassandra blame again? Was it Inge or was it the chef? I think it was the chef.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Okay. Let's see if we can map this one up. She's following orders.
I must take a different...
Okay.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Inge has admitted that her work in the house is not wholly honest. She's assisting with thefts. Could it be?
What a revelation!
Dun dun dun. I thought it was irresponsible of Archibald to lose his key, but now its disappearance makes sense. She stole the key. Very sus.
Is there something you need, detective?
What was it that the Comtesse asked you to steal from the house?
Nothing. She said I was to take nothing.
Bullshit.
If it was not something she wished you to take, what was it?
She wanted me to find out information about the family and Monsieur Hagen.
So she can blackmail them.
Why did she request that?
But how did she find out?
At first I didn't know, but when I heard about Mademoiselle Angeline being blackmailed, and then the Major, I knew she had used what I found.
How did you find it out, our curiosity? Yeah, Archibald's just incompetent, basically. He's just incompetent. He's flipping incompetent, and he's the flipping head butler. The head servant. So how did you access the safe?
I knew Monsieur Archie had a key, and it would be easy to get it from him.
Oh, wow.
You knew that the Major asked Monsieur Sterling to access the safe from time to time, and if anything was ever discovered missing, he would surely take the blame.
I never took anything. I only told the Comtesse what I had found.
And that was?
About Monsieur Hagen and the Madame's relationship, and Angeline.
It's all in the safe.
I'm sure the Comtesse was pleased to hear such valuable information.
She said I had done a good job, but I needed proof. That's why I went back and got the letters last night.
You went back and... Was Archibald sleeping? He must have been sleeping. Can we not fucking have guards at the door? Suppose the door was locked, so... And then she also had the spare key, so... Ugh. She needed proof, but the blackmail was already paid for. What? She wanted more? So she somehow beat... Can you imagine? Cassandra found her in there. Fucking hell. But why would they be left in such a precarious fashion? So, that doesn't add up.
I fetched the letters again and took them to the Comtesse last night. But she shouted at me and said what a stupid girl I was.
But, you just said, but didn't she want them?
You were only doing as she requested.
She said it was too dangerous for her to have them with you around. That's when I returned them to the study.
Why?
I thought I heard someone on the stairs, so I just threw them back. It was dark, as I dared not turn the light on. Someone would have seen it.
I wonder who that was. Trying to slot a key into a lock in the dark is no easy feat. That would explain the scratches on the safe, indeed. If Madame von den Bosk had only tried to retrieve the letters minutes earlier, she would have surely crossed paths with Inge. Indeed.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Right, back to this we go. So we know what she did. The hidden room.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
I've completely forgot about this talk of a hidden room. I wonder how many secrets the house holds for Inge to find. She's trying to uncover secrets?
Some would say a
And
lucky
she knows
guess.
about a hidden room.
I would...
If there's someone in this house where a secret lies, it will surely be found in the hidden room. My suspicions of the Comtesse's connection with Inge was correct. She was using the young girl to find out anything and everything she could about the family. Why the Comtesse need not even her get her hands dirty. Indeed. Right, let's talk to Inge. I think we're going to wrap up this chapter soon.
Is there something you need?
Yep. What else have you relayed to the Comtesse?
That's all. I swear. I heard Monsieur Archie and Monsieur Felix talking about a storeroom, but I haven't found it.
Is the Comtesse aware of this room?
I told her it was somewhere in the house, but I didn't know where. She wasn't happy with me that I hadn't found it yet.
I believe if young Inge knew the location of the secret store, she would have been forthcoming with it. It may have been naive on my part, but she has already incriminated herself and has nothing else to lose. That is true.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your honesty today has helped me greatly.
Indeed it has.
I suppose that I will lose my position at the house now.
That is not my decision to make. But when the whole truth is revealed, it will not be the pawns the law looks to convict. We shall be coming for the Queen.
Oh? Right, now what? Right, so we know who the blackmailer is now. It's Marge.
What a revelation!
Shishka calculating web of lies and secrets. What motive could possibly justify such devious actions? Finally, Evan, Master Blackmailer, Angelina and the other recipients of such letters may no longer live in fear. Countess Steve Foss shall pay for her crimes. Well, we found out the blackmailer. It's Margaret's. And I get the feeling she may be the murderer. But we can't know for sure yet. Hey Angeline, guess what?
Mademoiselle, merci for coming.
Have you had a breakthrough, Detective?
I have. Finally, I have the news you have awaited.
Please, Detective, don't hold me in suspense.
Just tell her. Don't do any of these flipping, TV shows where I go, and the winner is... Stay tuned until after the break. A funny uncovered the identity?
Oh my, I feel faint at the thought of knowing who could have done this to us.
It is said to keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. It is Countess de Vos that is behind the letters.
I know, right?
I don't believe it. What about the Major's letter?
Not only his, but a letter to Monsieur da Silva.
She was blackmailing him as well? Detective, I just don't know what to say.
Take a moment, mademoiselle. It is a lot of information to take in.
It is indeed.
I just don't understand why she would do such a cruel thing.
What do you know of young Inge's past?
She has never been particularly forthcoming with it. Only that she was homeless for some time and that she was at the women's shelter before here.
So you don't know much.
And it is there that the Countess abused her power and manipulated her to uncover secrets of the family.
I know it, Kurt. He's like, yeah, you had ordered... Yeah, you could have done it. You could have done it. Did you do it? No. Make them sound so guilty and then go, yeah, no, it's not you.
All this time she has been working for Margot, doing her dirty work.
Margot? Is that how you say it? Margot?
I am afraid so, mademoiselle.
She's in a state of shock. To learn that such a close friend of the family has betrayed them in such a cruel way, it must be devastating.
Is Maman aware?
You are the first I have told, mademoiselle. Next will be the authorities.
I'm afraid that we'll have to wait.
What? We must go for the quick journals. What do you mean it has to wait? Don't cause any more drama. I'm all for it, but no drama.
And we will. I want to see her punished to the fullest extent of the law. But we cannot telephone anyone, as the lines are still down.
Monsieur Archibald informed me earlier I had hoped they would be working again. Last night's snow must have caused more damage than expected.
Last night? They have been done all weekend, Detective.
Dun dun dun. Oh. That shocked face. He's just like stunned.
Detective? Are you okay?
How could I have been such a fool? I saw Stoney talking on the phone, but I heard no ring. So he's not just incompetent, he's a fucking genius. It was all light. I seen that acted out for my benefit, to throw me off the scent. If I believed that the Major was still alive at that time, I had no reason to investigate anyone's whereabouts beforehand. Anyone being Monsieur Sterling and his staff.
Would you like me to fetch you a glass of water, Detective?
Oh, sorry, I skipped the text there. My apologies, Mademoiselle. I was taken by surprise for a moment, but I've regained my composure. A glass of water is not required. Would you excuse me?
Merci, mademoiselle.
Okay, we're on to chapter 7, and it's getting goosey. So, have we made progress or have we not? Okay, I want to stop because I've been going for so long and my voice is going, but I'm so into it. I don't know how many chapters there are in the game, and I don't know how much more reading there is to do, But it sounds like we're heating it up to the end. Like, it does sound like it. Right, I'm gonna have a quick Google. Aww. But yeah, so sound is currently off because I minimized the game. Okay, so there's 9 chapters. From quick looking, it looks like there's only 9 chapters. I haven't read too far. Just the titles. But I did find out there's got multiple endings on the last chapter, so I'll probably will be saves coming. Well, not saves coming, but actual save, like do actual saving. I haven't saved this whole stream. Thankfully, I know the game's got autosave, so I can relax. So I'm just gonna read this, and sadly, we're gonna stop at the end as soon as we can walk about. My impatience has grown thin. The guests and the staff of this house think it's acceptable to lie to my face when questioned and obstruct my investigation. But no more. We shall see how Monsieur Sterling and his staff should fare under some pressure. Newman map. I have been lied to for the last time. My suspicions initially led me to the guests, but now they are firmly placed on the staff. Shouldn't you fucking investigate everyone at the start? So we know who the blackmailer is, but what about... Can we actually save? Oh, we can't actually save, so... Shite, that's going to be interesting for... Well, I forgot about that. That's why I haven't saved, because I can't save. That's going to be interesting for the ending. I don't know how that's going to work. But yeah, I'm going to be ending it here. Because I've been going for quite a while. Just going to put some music on in the background to help out. But very quietly. I'm doing a very bad job of putting it on quietly. But yeah, this is where I'm going to be ending it. So thank you so much everyone for dropping by. I hope you all have been enjoying this, because I certainly have. The drama in this is unreal. I am definitely super into it. Like, I definitely want to know what's going to happen next, and I've got no clue at all. But I think next stream I will wrap this up, like the next time I stream this, which I may do next time I stream, like my own single stream. Because I am really into it, and it's getting very close to the end of finding out who did it. And it looks like it's going to be a different person to the blackmailer of who's the killer. So yeah, we'll find out next time. And then once I finish this, I'll probably return to Sonnet Hill. Oh, this music's great. So anyway, yeah, thanks for dropping by everyone. I hope you all had a glorious time, because I certainly enjoyed this, and I hope to see you all in my next stream of this. So with that said, thank you everyone for dropping by, and have a good night. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.